To create a more active, vibrant downtown, the city of Menlo Park is planning to redevelop areas around El Camino Real and downtown in the next 20 to 30 years.
All right, welcome to the City Council meeting for October 4th, 2011.
On Tuesday, October the 4th, the Menlo Park City Council held a last public meeting for review of the draft plan, which drew more than 20 speakers arguing over the city's future.
Thank you. My name is Bob McIntyre. I live on San Mateo Drive.
Bob McIntyre, a Menlo Park resident for 35 years, has shown his support for the specific plan to increase the office density.
First, I do support office density on the El Camino locations. I think those vacant properties, it's time to turn them into productive assets that house jobs, give construction workers employment, and help contribute to property taxes to support our city. I want to see projects with density so the projects can be economical, can be financed, and can work for both the landlords and the tenants.
The plan also calls for a Central Plaza public space on Santa Cruz Avenue, a pedestrian paseo on Chestnut Street, and a marketplace with vendor spaces. All told, the plan is expected to add 330,000 square feet of retail and commercial development and 680 residential units to the downtown area, producing more than 1,000 new jobs. However, some opponents predicted onerous traffic problems. The city's traffic study shows a total of more than 13,000 car trips per day into the downtown area under the development scenario outlined in the specific plan. Chuck Bernstein, a Menlo Park resident, is worried about potential traffic congestion.
And yet I don't think we want the impacts, traffic and so forth from too much office either.
To move the development plan forward and address the concern of increasing traffic volumes at the same time, the city has suggested some mitigation measures to reduce the traffic.
So the parking garages would move a lot of the workers who work in downtown to these parking garages so that people who are visiting the downtown to buy things can park right close to the stores. So we definitely feel that we can handle the traffic through doing a good parking plan.
The city manager Glenn Rojas stated that having residential units downtown will also reduce the amount of car trips. Therefore, they plan to reduce the surface parking spaces in downtown and cover the areas with mixed-use residential development. However, the downtown property and business owners are opposed to the plan. They are concerned that taking away the surface parking spaces would make it harder for people to park near the stores and would slow circulation. All these will harm the downtown businesses.
Oh, as a founder of the farmers market and as a property owner downtown with retail stores, I'm worried about the impact, especially of taking away parking in the surface parking plazas. You've heard that expressed several times. Retail relies on close and convenient parking. Now,
Nancy Couperus has been critical of the draft plan since last year. In terms of taking away the surface parking spaces, she hopes that the city would reduce the impact on the businesses.
Well, we're asking them not to put any of these other types of uses on the surface parking plazas. We're asking them to consider Plaza 2 if in the future there's a need, perceived need that we need more parking, to consider that plaza because it's open on all three sides and it's in an area that's going to impact very few businesses. And
clearly, although October 4th meeting is the last one for the City Council to review the draft plan, it still requires hard work for the city to come up with a final plan in the following month.
We're going to do our best to revise everything to the EIR, the final specific plan.
According to the city's associate planner, Thomas Rogers, staff and the consultant will continue to revise the draft plan accordingly, and will present the final plan in this winter to the Planning Commission and the City Council for action.
We don't have a meeting on October 11th. The next meeting is October 18th. We'll see you then.
I'm Liu He for the Peninsula Press in Stanford's journalism program.